So, or welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing great. So let's see another problem in array playlist. So the problem is three sum problem. Given an integer array nums, return all the triplets such that I is not equal to j, I is not equal to k, and j is not equal to k, and the sum of all these three numbers is equal to 0. Notice that the solution set must not contain duplicate triplets. Okay, fair enough. So it's pretty simple question that we are given an array, right? And we have to find combinations of three numbers such that their sum is equal to 0. So if you see minus 1, 2, this, if you sum these numbers, you get 0. If you sum these numbers, you get 0. So we have to find all the combinations of three numbers which are possible. Okay, all right. So let's see how we can approach this problem, right? I hope the problem is clear. Let me just quickly write the test case. Minus 1, 0, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, minus 1, minus 1, minus 4. Okay, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, minus 1. Okay. So see guys, one basic approach is what? Like we have to find three numbers, right? Numbers of I plus numbers of j plus numbers of k is equal to 0, right? Is equal to 0. We have to find these three numbers which sum together and their sum is 0. So what we can do is we can have something like three loops, right? One for the first number, then nested loop, other for the third number, a second number, and then another nested loop for the third number. And we can check like if the sum of these numbers is equal to 0, then that is one combination, right? That is one approach. But we have to take care of the duplicates, right? There should not be duplicates. So how duplicates? See, for example, this is one combination, right? Minus 1, 0, 1. You cannot have another pair something like this in the output array, right? Although it's not possible, but yeah, like something like this. So you have to take care of the duplicates. Okay. This is one approach, right? Like you can have three nested loops and three nested loops, and you will be able to find all the combinations. But obviously, this is not an optimized approach because this is n cube, right? This is n cube. And if you see in the question, your constraints is the length is 10 raised to power 3, right? It's 10 raised to power 3. Okay. So we have to take care of that. We should not like basically do it in n cube. We should do it in n square, or like at least we should do it in n square. Okay. So let's see how we can do it in n square. Okay. All right. So guys, see, we have to find three numbers, right, such that their sum is 0. Okay. What if I fix one number and then I find the rest? Something like, see, let's say, right, let's say you have something like, see, let's say you have to find two numbers, right? Two numbers such that their sum is x plus y. Let's say you have to find two numbers, x plus y is equal to 0, right? You have to find these two numbers. So what you will do in this array, you have to find. So there is one approach that, okay, you like again do nested loops and find these two numbers, right? Or you can sort this array and then you can apply so like if you sort this array, right, it will be something like minus 4, minus 2, minus 1, minus 1, 0, 1, 2. Right. We do not have minus 2. Okay, minus 2. So if you sort it, then one pointer you can have here and other pointer you can have here, because we are sorted now, right? Then you can just compare that, okay, whether the sum This is minus 2, right? So sum is less than which is expected, that is 0. So sum is less. So if sum is less, it means that you need to increase these numbers so that sum increases. So if you want to increase, you will move L forward because this is sorted, right? So R is already the largest. Now if you need to increase more, you will move L. So then you become minus 1 plus 2, it becomes 1, which is greater than 0 now. So now you have to, sum is now more than the expected one. So you have to decrease the sum. So when you have to decrease the sum, you need to decrease the number. So you will move R, and then you will find minus 1 and minus 1, which sums to 0. Hence you found one pair, right? So this is the approach if we have to find two numbers. But in this problem, we have to find how many numbers? We need to find three numbers, right? So the idea is that I will fix this number, and the same approach, like for the rest two numbers, right, I will do the same approach which I do here. Like I'll sort the array, and then I will have two pointers to just find these two numbers. Okay, I hope you understood this. Let's do it once. Like let's try it once. Do the dry run so that it's better. You are able to understand better. So what I will do is, right, I will copy the code so that I can explain you step by step. Okay, it's very easy. Okay. All right. So this is the code, guys. See. So in this, right, first of all, as I said, right, first of all, we will sort this array. So after sorting, this array will become something like minus 4. Then you have minus 1, minus 1, 0, 1, 2. Okay. So this will be your array. So first of all, we will be starting from I 0 till the second last element, third last element, because these two will be either y or z, right? So this x, so we have to find x plus y plus z, right? Now I told you that x we will be keeping, x we will fix, and then we will find y and z. So x will start from this index, the starting index, till the third last element, okay? Because these can be y and z. So x will start, I will start from 0 and it will go till length num minus 2, that is this, until this index. Alright. Okay. Then after that, just ignore this part for now. I will tell you what does this mean. So for now, I want you guys to ignore these parts, right, which I have highlighted in orange. Just ignore um, these for now. Okay. So see, um, let me just, now I'll erase this thing. So see, uh, first of all, so let's say our x is starting from 0, right? I is starting from 0. I is starting from 0, right? And it will go till, let's say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will go till 3 index. So that is I will be ranging from 0, 1, 2, and 3. These will be the I value. So let's say if your I is initially 0, then your x is nums of I. That is, x is nums of I, which is minus 4. Okay. And then you will see what you will do. I'll just write it here. So your I is equal to 0 and your x is equal to minus 4. So your C, this will be your L, right? Because the next index, this is your I, right? So this will become your L, and this will become your R. And then you will find those elements y and z, because this you have fixed, right? This you have fixed as x. So you have to find y and z now, such that x plus y plus z is equal to 0, right? So this is what you will be doing. You have fixed See, you have fixed L, you have fixed R. Then until L is less than R, right? You will find out whether X plus nums of L plus nums of R, if it is equal to 0. If it is yes, then you found your triplet. So you can just add it in the result array and increment L and R in order to find if there are any other triplets. Okay. So if you see here, X is -4 plus L is 1. So nums of L will be -1 plus nums of R, which is 2. So this will become -3, right? Right, this will become -3. Now this -3 is less than 0, right? It's less than 0, so it's this case. It means that we have to increase the number. So we will increment L. L will move here. Now see, this L is same as this, right? Right, this is same. So it will again make the same calculation. So this while loop, right, is in order to avoid this case which just happened, that these are same, right? So if you encounter same L, right, nums of L is equal to nums of L plus 1. So when L was this was L plus 1, right? So these are same, right? So you can just simply move L and no need to again do the same thing. So just L will now come here. Now if you calculate for this, right, let's see what happens. X is -4, nums of L is 0 plus 2. This gives you -2. Again, which is less than 0. So you will again move your L. Now this will be -4 plus 1 plus 2, which is -1, which is less than 0 again. So you will again move L. But L and R cannot be same, right? Why? Because here they have said in the question, right, that the same elements you cannot use. So the indexes of elements should differ. So you cannot have both Y and Z as same index, right? So this is here this will stop. So their while loop will stop. So all in all, you did not got any triplet with X as -4. Okay, you did not got any triplet. So if you see in the output also, you do not have any triplet with X is equal to -4. Now let's move further. Let's move further. Okay. So now your I is 1. Now I will be 1. That is I is here. And from this to this, here your L will be there and here will be your R. L is 2 and R is 5. And X value is the value at I index, which is -1. Okay. So now you will find out X plus nums of L plus nums of R, whatever is the value. So X is -1 plus nums of L is -1 plus nums of R is 2. So this gives you -2 plus 2, which is 0. So this is your one triplet. So you will add this in the output list. So let's say you have your output list. So -1 comma 2. This is your one output. So if you see here, -1 -1 2. Right? This is your one triplet. So once this is done, again you will check whether L's are same. No, L's are not same. And also this R is also not same. This is 1 and this is 2. So this is also, nothing will happen here. And you will simply move your L and R forward so that maybe there is some another triplet, right? So you will make L here, you will move L here and you will move R here. Now let's see for this. So X is -1 plus this is 0 plus this is 2. So this will become 1, which is greater than 0. So you will move your R. Now R becomes equal to L. So if this your while loop will stop. While loop will stop. Okay, so this I iteration is finished now. So now your I will move forward to the next iteration, that is 2. So I will become 2. And X will become this, which is -1 again. But see guys, now if you remember earlier, I told you, you have understood this loop, why this is there, why this is there. But this is for this case. See, you have already done minus 1 earlier, right? As x. Now again you got minus 1 as x. But already you have computed it for minus 1, right? So if your nums I is equal to nums I minus 1, right? Just continue. That is, this was equal to this, right? So just continue. So here your I will be 3. So let's do for I is equal to 3. So I will come here, and this will be your L and this will be your R. That is, x is 0, L index is 4, and this is 5. So x plus nums of L plus nums of R. X is what? 0 plus nums of L is 1 plus nums of 2 is this one. So here, let me just see once. 0. Okay, so this will also will be your 3, which is greater than 0, right? So you will move your R, you will decrement your R, and now they have become equal, so your iteration will stop. I think I've missed one case in between, wherein this one, right? This one, minus 1, 0, 1 will be created, which will be minus 1, 0, 1. That is when your I was here, right? And your L will be here, something like this. I think I missed that while doing dry run. So, one second. This is your minus 1. Then this here will be your L and here will be your R. Okay. So this will be one case. If you add these, you will get 0, right? So that will be also one case which you can add in your output. So guys, I hope you understood how this 3-sum problem is working, right? It's basically similar to 2-sum problem, wherein we use 2 pointers to find out the pair. But here, since these are triplets, right? So we need one more number. So that's why we have this extra for loop in the starting, so that we can fix the x value, and then we have the 2-pointer approach on the rest 2 numbers, which are y and z. So I hope you understood this problem and the code. Let me know in the comments if you have any doubt. If you found the video helpful, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and let me know in the comments if you have any doubts. Thank you.